theoretically, people that are doing those types of remodelings, would that require a permit, building permit? Because I don't want this to happen again, is the questions I'm asking.
That's a good question.
If the permit process is used, then follow-up can be done to make sure the water bills are adjusted, so that you start paying right away, and you're not being asked to pay $1,500 5 years down the road, when you think you didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
Do you need a
See, I
building
don't know if you need
permit
a
to work
permit.
inside, to
Well,
put in a
You
new
do,
bathroom?
you do if you change structure, you're supposed to.
But
But, I mean, setting up mom in another room, you're not changing structure.
that's what I'm saying.
That's a great point, I don't know.
Well, if you don't need a permit, then we don't have a good process.
We don't, right, we don't have a handle
To
on it.
pick up any change like this, prevent it from happening in the future. Because when this came up before, I worried that we set up these districts based on signatures from the people in the district, based on this district has this many EDUs, and you're gonna pay this for capital fee, and everybody knew everything up front.
Right.
And now we're going back after the fact, and
This is just 3 of how many? We don't, is it gonna
yeah,
come
I
more?
don't, how did they get?
Yeah, how did,
I thought afterwards myself, what premise did the village have to get
Right.
into these people's homes?
They sent, firemen
The
and,
fire inspectors don't inspect residences.
so. But somehow,
Must be they are.
they.
Well, they can't.
They went and asked to go inside their homes and verified that yes, in fact, there is more than one kitchen.
They must be seeing something in the water usage or something.
It's the usage, I'm sure.
Yeah, consumption.
Yeah, but
they're paying
You
for
can't
that.
send them in under the guise of a fire inspector.
No, they're paying for the usage. These people are
Yeah.
paying for the usage. And
Let me ask a question, as far as the service, is it all 1 inch? Is that, even if these places are 1 inch?
I can't.
There's
answer that.
nothing special,
Yeah,
right?
no,
They're
it's a
not a
standard-
larger
no, it's a
service,
standard-
or
no,
there's
it's
no
not.
difference
It's
in
gonna be all the
the
standard.
So as far as the maintenance aspect, it's all the same thing, whether you're flowing 15,000
Yeah.
gallons or
Yeah.
4, I mean, the pipe might wear out
Yeah.
a little bit, so but it's negligible,
Yeah.
so it really doesn't matter.
But something's telling them to go check these. There's something that they're seeing.
And there's 3 in the
Well,
town,
but
but there's
frankly,
probably
it's
a lot
been-
more in the village.
The first one here goes back to 2008.
Yeah, they said legally they can go back, I can't
Well, I
remember if
understand,
it's
so
5 or 6 years.
You know, so it can't be just the fact that they've seen something. Because they're going back
Well, how do they
6
pick,
years.
randomly pick a house and go check?
that's
I don't
interesting.
know.
Why'd they wait so long? They saw them.
Yeah, and again, I
Right.
don't know what.
We
grounds
don't
they
need
had.
any action on this, right? What are we talking about it for?
The village is saying, that they wanna build these people for water and capital recovery fee, and if we want, capital maintenance and capital debt, or maintenance and capital debt. We can say we don't want them to do the capital and the maintenance part, but I believe that, if they follow our code, they're still gonna charge these people for the water and the capital recovery fee for their water plant. And I'm looking at one here, it would be like $500 if we waived our fees, that these people are gonna have to pay.
Which one are you looking at, Nancy?
72 State Highway 37C. There's another one that's gonna be 452. And this other one's gonna be.
Are these people aware of what's going on?
No, I don't think so.
No, they're just gonna get a big fat bill from the village, because the village needs money.
But if we did nothing, this one person would have to come up with $957. This other person would have to come up with $1,430. And then this other person, $1,479.
They're paying for the consumption. So what difference does it make?
And
It's one service.
they're already paying for one capital recovery fee and one, capital debt, one maintenance.
And our code, the town code allows the village to do this.
This is what I'm told, but I haven't looked at it, I'd have to check, or have an attorney check it, I'm not sure.
We'll do that.
We can't move on, I don't wanna move on this because we need to investigate on where this came from. Who's doing this, how is it being done? Why is it being targeted to these 3? We can't move on. I'm not moving on it.
All right,
Well, yeah, and I'd like to see what they're doing about the same thing that's happening inside the village.
I think they are,
You're telling me that grandmother kitchens are only being put in the, outside the village? I don't
oh
think
no,
so.
they're going, they have several inside the village as well.
That's why
But these are the only ones
They're
that
not
affect
coming
us.
in my house
Mine
without a
either,
warrant.
mine either.
I just moved my mother in line, so.
so we won't do anything, on this right now.
You can put that.
We don't have water. You got water anyway,
I know,
now.
I got a well.
Watch the mayor get in.
So do you want me to, what do you want me to do? Because they're gonna come to me and say, we're going to do this. Whether, I'm sure they're gonna say,
I personally would like to go on record saying we were opposed to the collection of any of this back water fee, that, because these people have paid their bill, that they were due. In my opinion. I'd make a motion to that extent, if anyone, I don't know if anyone will second or not.
I
would
second
make a-
that.
I would make a motion that we forbid the village from trying to collect back water fees on on water that's already being paid for. Or it's already going through a meter.
so you wanna send a letter or a memo to them?
Sure do,
Okay.
love to write it.
I'll
Do
have
you have a
them, I'll
second
be on
on
you
that?
I do,
about that
yes.
I
tomorrow.
have a second, okay?
That, just forbidden forever, or you're saying just these three, or what?
These three, we'll worry about forever later. Worry about forever tomorrow.
I don't like the way this is it's gonna come down to more, I know it is. Somebody's pushing this, something's happening here.
Okay, so the motion on the floor and the second is that we again forbid the village from collecting these three back charges on these three properties
And do you
identified.
wanna, and what about ongoing charges? Do you wanna say, you want them to stay as they are?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would include that as part of the motion, that we continue the practice we've established for the past 6 or 7 or 10 or 12 or 25 years. Okay, any further discussion? Thank God. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Abstention, motion carries.